It's time for Milberger's Gardening South Texas, live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery at 1604 in Bulverde Road. During the next 2 hours, our experts will help you with your gardening questions when you call 210-308-8867. That's 210-308-8867. Or come by Milberger's during the show and have your question answered in person. And now it's time for Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.
And welcome to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Milton Glueck along with Mark Peterson, and Dr. Calvin Finch is back. How is Oklahoma?
It was great. It was about the weather was about the same as it was here. Are we a little loud?
Maybe so. Hold on, I'll fix that.
Well, you sound perfect to me.
Oh, there you go, Calvin. That should be a little better.
Okay.
All righty. Yeah, well, good.
And the traffic, they warned that there'd be a ton of traffic, but I went 35 straight through. And
wow.
Only took the predicted 8 hours. And
you're a brave man.
Wow, you are a brave man. There are points of 35.
No. I used to know them all.
Even superheroes wouldn't go down them.
Well, Waco was the worst. Austin wasn't bad.
Okay, well, that's pretty good.
Waco to point south of Waco to about Georgetown. And then it gets a little bit better and then bad again.
Well, listen, we are here at Milberger's as always, but the Milberger's isn't as always. It's the big Christmas annual open house, the holiday celebration here, and boy, oh boy, are there...
what do they have, Milton?
Man, they got everything.
What?
All right, the folks at Nature's Creation have put together Frito pie, and we have the balloon animals, we have... face painting. We have popcorn. We have pictures with Santa. Okay. And Santa's all decked out. Did you see Santa's?
I did not see Santa.
Oh, you got to go see Santa.
I know
Santa's
him.
arrangement. Santa's got lights.
He's got the Christmas tree area is just unbelievable.
The Christmas tree area is unbelievable. That's the true star. I mean, besides Santa, I shouldn't say anything bad about Santa. I'm taking a risk here. The Santa and the Christmas trees are both great. Did you think I covered up for it?
Yep.
Okay.
Fragrance.
Nice.
Yeah, so we have, you'll hear the little red choo-choo come chugging by, and it's running through the Christmas tree forest. And what kind of, you want to talk about the trees we have?
Yes,
Okay.
Because I neglected to add one last week.
Oh, okay.
When Karen was here. So we have 3 different kinds. So we have the Nordland.
Mm-hmm.
And that is Europe's most popular Christmas tree. And for a couple of reasons, it retains its needles for a very long time, but it also doesn't have a heavy pine scent.
Yeah.
So for those who have allergies, this is the perfect tree. And then we have the Grand Fir. I'm sorry, Fraser fir.
Fraser. Oh, I thought that was just
No.
I thought maybe you just invented a new one.
Yeah, Fraser fir. No, there is a Grand Fir, but it's not the ones we have.
Yeah.
We have Fraser fir is a voted top Christmas tree by the Christmas Tree Growers of America. It also retains its needles for a very long time.
What is it, Mark?
But that's Fraser fir.
Uh-huh.
And then the third one is noble fir.
Noble.
And we have a very good selection of noble fir. They're around the corner. That's why I missed them.
Okay.
So make sure you get behind the porch, and you'll find the noble fir. And they're like second. Some places have them rated first. Other places have rated them second. And the popularity of Christmas trees in America. Again, the firs tend to keep their needles a very long time.
I remember in the old days when we used to select a Christmas tree or go to buy one, and it took a long time to find one, and there were a lot of variation, and some were better looking than others. But these you pick any one of them, and they've got a wonderful shape, and and they're very attractive. And the thing about them is they all seem to retain their needles, and then they've got a wonderful water container and holder. What do you call that? that container. They
I
don't
just
tip,
call it a saucer.
and they don't tip over like
No. These are and Milbergers are very well built. And what's so special about them, Milton?
With the rebar or the
The rebar ones. You have like a little deposit.
they fill them up with water. They put the fresh cut tree once it gets her in there,
and you can use it every year.
Yeah, you use it every year.
Trade it in.
You bring it back and get another one, and if you haven't gotten one, you have to buy one this year. But yeah, the trees are stored in there, and they retain their needles, and they look great. They really do. You got to come see them.
By the way.
Oh, yes, sir?
I was asking about some firewood last week or the week before.
Oh.
And they do have some firewood out here now. But the people at the counter, the staff at the counter, pointed to a big box, and they had all the cuttings of all the pine trees.
Oh.
So there's all these little tree cookies, we call them. They were very cool. You could make ornaments out of them. Or
neat. Where were those? I didn't see those.
Right behind the counter, or right across from the counter.
Well, and plus, don't neglect the regular wreaths and decorations
and garlands,
door hanging.
Yes.
Those are. There's a large display of those.
Well, that's what I said last week. I made up a whole list of topics.
Yes, you did.
Of items that you could go, and that's one of them. Was we have a large selection of yard art, which is on sale.
Yes, the Christmas yard art.
Yeah, but also a Christmas tree, or Christmas yard art, and Christmas decorations for the home inside the where the cashiers are. Lots of stuff.
It's a great day.
But we may have to talk about. There was a great article in the newspaper. We may have to talk about that in a little bit.
I wonder who might have written it.
Yeah, it was a fabulous article on Christmas items.
And some.
Now, mine were tools. He didn't talk about tools. I guess I'm a little bit more pragmatic. Maybe it's my Dutch Calvinistic background.
Okay.
So nothing says love more than a soil knife.
Yeah. He's big on these soil knives. The side knives or soil?
Soil knives.
Soil knives. Yeah.
They do everything for you.
Really?
Yeah. Oh man, if you haven't.
I don't find much use for them.
That's because he can't get back up if he's ever on the ground. So.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
What do you do with the soil knife? Just stab the soil?
What can't you do?
What don't you do? Yeah, exactly.
You can dig hard clay soil. You can put your bulbs in. You can make your little plants in.
Now, obviously, you guys don't have large garden spaces.
Well, okay. This is that. Okay.
Now you could.
He does point that out.
You could probably use spoons too, couldn't you? Then.
No, you couldn't cut. The spoon couldn't cut through some of the soils or roots.
The roots and the.
So you can even cut the serrated edge, and you can cut through a nasty root.
We used to use hoes a lot up north in the soil, but it's harder than heck to use hoes here.
Hoes are very good. Hoes are very good. I like a hoe. I like a nice sharp hoe. There's different sizes for different uses. Right tool for the right jobs.
There you go.
But since Karen was here, we're talking about nozzles and wands, because hand watering can be done any day at any time.
No, that was a good idea, yeah. And then I'm trying to think, were we worried about the weather last weekend?
We were worried about getting on the porch or not.
Yeah, that worked out. Thanks, Peter did a great job. And
what was
those? That was a big north breeze.
The wind was howling out of the plains of Oklahoma.
I think you sent it our way.
Well, I actually was on the road on Sunday when I was able to hear the last half hour of the the program. Yeah,
how far away were you?
Sounded very good.
How far away were you?
I was at Fredericksburg, I believe.
Oh my goodness! Okay.
Bouncing
I took 281 back.
Oh, that was smart.
Yeah.
It's a nice.
Although that was there's a lot of stop and go. Stop signs there, but there wasn't much traffic either.
No, but it's more of an interesting drive than, I hate to say it, than 35. 35 is just highway. I mean, there's things that you can see, but 281 is has more picturesque.
Now you
Although
have to stay alert on 35
Yes.
though, because there are all these new zones, toll road parks.
Oh, yes.
Lots of opportunities to get on a toll road.
Oh, okay.
But even toll road on 281, I didn't.
Oh, were
in
there?
the
Okay.
Oklahoma, there was, yeah.
All right. Well, 210-308-8867 if you want to call in with your gardening question. 210-308-8867. Container gardening alert. They look like they've had it.
Oh,
your
really?
Tomatoes.
Oh, your tomatoes. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I think between the wind and the cold, they just went, you know what? We're done.
Huh.
Huh.
Well, mine in the ground are still doing fine.
Are they still doing well? Okay.
Yeah. Even the big ones have started to ripen.
It's Parker.
And the cherry tomatoes, the Ruby
Are they?
Crush and BHN 968s, they're doing fine.
Did you protect them from the cold and
No.
the wind? Oh, you didn't? Okay.
No.
I thought maybe I had an
It
excuse.
wasn't fierce enough, at least.
No, it was windy. Yeah, there were strong gusts.
Okay.
That's what I thought kind of got them. But
Oh, it could be.
well, we need some tomato reports.
Yeah.
210-308-8867.
Now-
Yes.
We haven't mentioned all the colored flowers that are available here. The violas over there. That's a huge selection of different colored violas, and poinsettias, of course, and more cyclamen. But the one that really I noticed was the calangelas. They look really pretty. They look great. The yellow and the gold in there on that the third row. They are a good addition. They do really well when you plant them in a row in the flower garden, and in containers they're spectacular. They really keep their blooms and a long blooming season, just as long as pansies, longer than snapdragons.
Oh, well, look, you got a Rudolph balloon animal. Sorry. So pansies and snapdragons.
And so
those calendula's, they're called winter brightness, or they add because they
warm up the garden.
Well, warm up the garden. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So because of the nice colors they have.
But then the snapdragons are looking good, and I even noticed the fragrance. There's stocks.
Oh, there's some stocks
still out there. Yeah, looking
So-
good. And our petunias looking good.
Yeah, lots of different color. Lots of different options. That's one of the nice things about San Antonio is that there's, you can have color all year round.
12 months, easy.
Yeah.
Well, it's not easy, but
Hey,
12 months of
You just gotta,
color.
There's a famous person that created that a program that was called 12 Months of Color.
Oh.
It was like a PowerPoint program.
Oh.
It was wonderful. It was beautiful.
There were 5 or 6 horticulturists in the area that promoted. I mean, that
we
had
know
their
this
own
person?
12 months of color.
Oh,
Yeah.
did they? Okay, it was a group project.
But
I don't know if he's.
No, it wasn't me. I had to cut it down.
No, I know. I think I was the first one. But,
Yeah, you were.
okay. But it was kind of really cool because every one of us had a version.
Yes.
And really got a lot of good coverage, and really was a lot of options for local gardeners in terms of picking the 12 months of color.
Yeah, so we are fortunate in San Antonio, and if you don't have color in your yard and you're regretting it, it's easy to remedy. Just come on out here to Millburgers and take a peek at all the stuff. In fact, you'll find a lot of that stuff that Calvin talked about is still on sale. Mark talked about the Christmas trees. They're on sale. They're not on sale, are they?
For sale.
No, they're for sale.
Yes.
The Christmas decor Mark talked about is 20% off. That's. We also have. We'll have to take a break and talk about the onions. But pansies are on sale.
What does he see?
What?
What is the dog see?
That's Parker.
Yeah, but he sees something over there that's really taking his attention.
Oh, I think,
is he into popcorn?
I think he's.
Or maybe it's smell of the popcorn.
He's
yes.
he's a popcorn pup. He's golden, and so is the popcorn. So your snapdragons are on sale.
Where's that rim shot?
But
Boom.
Oh, look at the wagon of pansies and cyclamen. Looking good over there.
So what else, Milton? We interrupted you.
No, that's okay.
There.
Christmas cactus is on sale, $6.88 in the 4-inch pot, and we've
That's nice display too.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So lots of that color, like violas, 4 for $5 in the 4-inch pot, and lots of stuff on sale. You'll find all that at millburgernursery.com. But yeah, so we've taken all your reasons to have not have a colorful yard away from you. So come on over to to Millburgers and get your pictures of Santa. Bring your pups, bring your kids, bring your grandkids. I think of pups first because I have no kids or grandkids, so just the pups.
Oh, okay.
I bet you Parker's getting Parker's picture taken with Santa. Although I think they already came.
He doesn't have a bow on his neck.
He does?
He does not. So I don't think he's getting a picture.
I learned on my trip to Oklahoma, not only do I have grandchildren, I have a great-granddaughter.
Oh, my gosh, you're a great-granddad?
Yeah, she is in charge of the whole family, too. For being a 2-year-old, she's runs the show, boy. Runs the show.
All right.
The dynamo.
That's funny. All right, let's take a quick break while we've got a chance. They're going to give... Is that for Parker? You're going to give Parker? Oh, my goodness. Okay, I don't want to be near Parker. Parker's getting some chili. 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. We'll take a quick break. Come back in a moment on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. And welcome back to Millburgers Garden in South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Milton Glueck along with Dr. Calvin Finch and Mark Peterson. Karen did a great job. We thank her for coming in and sitting in for Calvin last weekend. And but we're always
she's much older than when she last was on the show, but she still did all right despite her old age. Huh?
You're on your own.
Yeah. All comments may be made.
I get away with that because I was asked to give a present. She's retiring at the end of the year from SAW, and I was asked to give a presentation at one of the events where they were honoring her, and she and I through the years have. I keep telling her that she's the same age as me, and of course she isn't. She's much younger, but that's what I teased her about in the presentation too. But yeah, she did. I guess she did a great job.
Oh, she did a great job.
Yeah.
She did in the old days too. All the time.
Yeah.
Steve Brown used to really like her.
Yeah, she knows her stuff.
Yeah.
And she was knowledgeable enough to pass something on to me or induce me to talk about something if she wasn't comfortable with that or was thinking about that but didn't know enough about it.
Well, and of course, she's an expert on water conservation and the resources available
and that came up
San Antonio water system.
Yeah.
Now are recognized as a very knowledgeable person, very, very, very knowledgeable person across the country, as someone who knows a lot about water conservation.
Now, another topic we can talk about, Milton, I don't know.
Yeah, go for it.
It's getting close to Christmas time.
It is.
And my column for today tackled some of the some hints or suggestions for Christmas presents for area gardeners, and a lot of it was about books, but there were a few other topics too. And one of the best presents I always think of is a gift certificate at your favorite nursery. It's hard to beat that. You can kind of pick the amount of money you want to designate in it, and then the gardener gets to pick when they want to use that gift certificate and what they want to use it for, so it can fit into its priorities. And if the plants, the timing of the plants is good for their workload or good for the climate, that's always possible to do. So That was one of the presents. The other one I couldn't resist, Mark, was those battery-operated chainsaws. They are just unbelievable. So easy to use and so useful for a gardener. You can handle up to about 4 inches of diameter on it.
Right. So that's what I say. Usually you want the smaller blade, and 4 to 6. And that works out really, really well. You can't beat those new battery-operated saws. They're fast, reliable. I'm just going to make sure that you charge the battery.
And safe. Of course, you got to be careful with them. They are a saw.
It is a chainsaw, please, people.
But
it's not a toy.
Yeah, but relatively easy to use. Good for pruning. And if we talk a lot about cutting unwanted seedlings down, like the Chinaberry and mulberry and hackberries, and that's ideal for a cutting down those that are 4 inches.
A little bit bigger. Than
and then you can
apply
Then you can apply this stump and vine killer to that, and that works even in when the plants are dormant. So it's much easier to trim out those unwanted seedlings when they're not covered with leaves, or you don't have to dig through the thicket as much. And if you got if your gardener got one of those battery operated chainsaw, makes that task a lot easier.
Yes, I was just looking at Amazon and stuff, and I'm sure you get them at Walmart or Lowe's, or I don't think we have them, do we?
No.
But yeah, the prices are pretty. They're all over the place.
It's $300, generally around there.
Okay, I saw them for the hundreds, and
well, it depends on. The ones I'm thinking about for $300 are steels.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So steel. There's some very nice Japanese ones. But yeah, steel. That's STIHL.
Okay.
That's the brand that professionals use.
And most of them now, are manufactured in the U.S., but I'm not sure that's true. But the company is kind of stationed in the U.S. Used to be Germany, didn't it?
Yeah, steel is that, and there was always a rivalry between that and Sweden. Sweden makes Husqvarna.
Oh, wow!
But those saws are relatively light, easy to maintain. There are pretty clear recommendations on maintenance, so that you can. They seem to last a long time. So consider that for one of the gifts. And then you got, like Milton mentioned, you got a lot of variation. Yeah, some of them are even like one-handed little things that you can use. Then you can't handle a 4-inch trunk, but you can handle the 1-inchers and the 1.5 inches. So that's a good one. But the main topic of the article was books, list of books
in today's Express News.
Yeah. Now,
by Dr. Calvin Finch.
Now, Jerry would be happy because I've moved Neil Sperry's book up to one of...
Well, that, and you mentioned Sam Cotner's book.
I always have. So, yeah,
I was going to say, these are the books that you should probably have in your gardening library. Sam Cotner's is on vegetables in Texas.
Yeah.
And Neil's kind of covers a whole broad area.
Well, Neil's. If you're going to buy Neil's book, that's a little different than most of these books that were listed in this article are available at Amazon or at your favorite bookstore. Some of them here even at Milberger's. But if you're going to buy Neil's book, you have to go through his process, and the phone number is listed in the article, and also the internet address, so that you can deal with that. But that's kind of the general a book for the general gardening, especially somebody new to an area or somebody that wants to kind of branch off, because he covers almost every topic. Good photos.
Yeah.
Lots of lists and comparisons.
I don't always agree with Neil, but
he
does a very good job in his books.
Yeah, good.
Well, and that's about the fourth or fifth version, I think.
All of them.
Yeah.
But there's one book that you forgot to mention.
Why?
It's Texas Home Landscaping by Greg Grant and another author. I don't remember her name.
That's not true.
What?
That's in there.
What? Is it? Oh! Aha!
Yeah, we've been...
But the paper didn't produce the name. I was looking for the name. In Calvin's article, all the names of the books are bold-faced. Oh. And they didn't put Greg's. I didn't think I saw Greg's on there.
Let me look.
But his name is mentioned. And you do mention the fact that it's a great book for landscaping. And I do like it. If you want to do some landscaping and you don't know where to begin, this is the book for you.
Texas Home Landscaping.
We hear so quite often from gardeners, it's my landscape needs to be redone. I just got so many tasks, but it's just such it's overwhelming to look at. And what Greg's book does is it breaks off a lot of these areas in a landscape into small pieces, so you can deal with the shade in the side of the house, or the showy area in the front of the gate, and all that kind of thing.
Yeah,
of course,
you'll find your situation in there, and then
and Greg is an excellent writer, and the photos are really good in that book too. So
and that's available here at Milberger's.
Yay! And the other author is Roger Holmes.
I guess, it was an H. So
okay.
That's all I remember.
Yeah, so you can get that here at Milberger's. And if you're lucky enough to get a gift certificate, you can come in and get the book.
I'm looking for the making sure that I did include it in here.
Yeah, I just see Greg Grant.
Oh, there it is. Greg Grant's is the gift to choose if you want a book organized. Okay. Yeah, it's in the bottom at the first row. And
it's in there, so that's good.
And then, of course, the butterfly books have been a topic we've been especially interested in lately.
And I think you've added to the list this year.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's some, we talked about, you brought it in one day, caterpillars ID. There's butterfly ID, but what about that? Excuse me. Caterpillar that you have in the garden. What is that caterpillar? Yeah. So I think you brought that in.
Yeah.
But there's host plants, I think is a new one. Jim and Lynn Weber, or was that an old one that you talked about?
No, that's a new. That's the on moths, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, those poor moths.
A
lot more moths than butterflies.
15 times as many moth species as butterfly species. Yeah. And we just kind of ignore them.
Their PR people are not as good as the butterfly people.
And how do we know that? Well, there's a couple other books listed that we've interviewed the authors this past year. So she talks about that, how many more moths there are than butterflies.
Who is she?
Miss Wendy Williams.
Wendy Williams?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was, what was the name of that one? The Language of Butterflies. But she talks about that, about the poor moths.
And we had Wendy on the show.
Yeah.
And we also had an author that's from this area and has written 2 books now on butterflies. The Monarch Butterfly Migration was the book she had written and talked about in her visit to the show. And then she's got a new one that is what, Mark, you got it there? What
I have a copy of it here. It's Plants with a Purpose. It's 25 plants that you can grow locally, but they not only are aesthetically beautiful, they have medicinal or pollinator or some other purpose. So these have multiple purposes.
Some of them are even controversial.
Like what?
Yeah, the chapter I'm on right now. The gypsum weed one is a little controversial.
I like.
Don't get us started.
Yeah.
I like it is that she breaks these up into these. She identifies how many plants, like 25 plants. Or,
There's a.
And then she talks about what makes them one of her favorites and what she can do, how they fit into her food situation, how they also fit into the butterfly situation, which is pretty important, and then into the landscape scenery. And they're I think almost all of them are native plants, and some of them are very unusual. And to mention the controversial, not everybody likes some of the plants.
Yeah.
Monica seems to.
I haven't met anyone who's
there's
read the book who doesn't like it. And we need to get to James real quick.
Okay.
Can you hang on a second?
No.
James is on the line at 210-308-8867. Hey, James, thanks for waiting. What's going on?
Hey, I actually have two or three if I could. I don't know if we have time.
Yeah, you're okay.
But first off, I'm driving. I hope you can hear me okay. I have you on Bluetooth. But it's gorgeous out here. It's really nice. I think I overdressed for the day since it's been kind of chilly. What was I going to ask? Oh, when I asked Mark about removing these hackberries under my post oak, I thought I heard, but I don't always hear or remember what I thought I heard. That stump vine stuff you paint on there, can you put that on? Is it effective when the trees are dormant in the wintertime when I plan on removing them, if I heard right?
We were talking about that before the show a little bit, but that is true. You can use the triclopyr before while they're dormant. And so I was questioning it a little bit, so I looked it up too. The answer is yes. Now, the one other thing I said is don't try to take them all out all at one time. That puts the host plant, your post oak, in kind of a little shock a little bit, and it doesn't like to be have the soil heated up so quickly. So you leave about two or three.
Well, there's only three, and they're not real thick. They're only, I didn't measure them. They're like an inch or so in diameter. I guess maybe 2 inches. There's two smaller ones and one larger, but they're spindly, because they're growing in the shade under the big post oak. So
I know you've experienced post oaks before. I always I joke about this, but if you look at them I was
going to say, don't look
cross-eyed. Sometimes they get there's temperamental about it. But you've got quite a few in your area.
So
chemicals. I'm sorry, Mark. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, in your case, no, you can take them all down all at once.
Okay, and there's no danger using the chemical. I'm not going to put it on the post oak, but it's going to be close to the trunk, but nothing with fumes, odors, or anything like that, possibly adversely affecting the post oak or anything like that.
That you definitely don't want to spray it, but as long as
I use a paintbrush.
That'll do it. Yeah, that's safe. I've used them in rose beds, the stump and vine killer, and never had a problem with the rose. And I can't say that with Roundup sometimes.
No.
Because it's again, if you even open the cover of Roundup, sometimes the roses react. But I've never had a problem with that.
I just want to add, James, read the directions on the label.
Oh, I'm guilty about that, but I'll try to remember that.
That's a good penalty. I'm glad you do that.
Yeah. Okay, on the electric chainsaws, I bought one several years ago after suffering through 2 or 3 gas chainsaws over the years, and I love that electric chainsaw. You are spot on. That is a great gift for anybody, even for yourself.
Very cool.
If you don't have one.
How big is it that you have, and what brand do you have?
You know what? It's an off-brand. I think it's called Greenworks because that's the brand of my weedless or my electric string trimmers. I think it's called Greenworks, but I could be wrong, and I'd have to check it. I'm not at home.
Yeah,
but I really like it.
I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. And you touched on something there. You have multiple tools, and so you are assured that the batteries will be operable in all the tools. So if you have a situation like that, if you have a steel, stay with all steel. Greenworks.
That's good advice.
Just stay with the same one.
Yeah, to your point, the batteries. I have 2 batteries and 2 chargers because I purchased these different. But the same battery fits the leaf blower, the pole saw, the chainsaw, and the string trimmers. So it's really convenient. I have one on the charger, one in the tool at all times. Yeah, works great.
I have to admit that the steel batteries don't all match. I mean, of course, I guess a part of it depends on when the tool originated. But seems like they've got a different size battery for every single tool they have.
That's their mistake. Let's just promote. Again, what was that? What brand?
Greenworks. I think it's Greenworks with WORX, I believe it is, if not memory. Yeah. Hey, one more quick one on gifts. I was looking for something. I stick all my receipts when I buy a tree, shrub, or articles or whatnot in my second edition signed Neil Sperry's book that I bought years ago. And I was looking for something the other day, and I ran into a newspaper article. I don't know if I believe it was Express News, but I didn't save that part. It could have been the Light. Because this was from 1988 that Dr. Parsons wrote on planting and growing onions. And it was like taking me back in time when I first started growing onions. But, cool. I thought that was neat. Yeah.
Well, that's cool for you to bring that up because the nurseries have the onions, right? Just the same type of onions that they had back then in '88. Well, new variety, a lot of different varieties. But here at Milberger's, we got eight different selections. And the
one I planted last year and again last week is I like the Crystal Wax or the White Bermuda because I plant them relatively close together, and we use them mainly for green onions and then smaller onions when they're fresh. And they are so good.
It always amazes me how many onions you get. I've been telling people in my articles that you got a row and a half, but actually, when I planted mine, I had 2.5 rows for each bundle, and so, and that's planting them 4 inches apart, just like you said, James. Mm-hmm. So they go a long way. Then they're inexpensive and easy to grow and attractive too. So some people grow them in containers.
That's what I did. I actually made the mistake, kind of jokingly. One bunch would have been enough, but I bought 2. Couldn't help myself, and I'm going to have a lot of onions. But they'll be good. We use a lot of green onions, so they more than pay for themselves.
Cool. Thank you for calling, James.
Hey. All right,
talk to you later. Be careful when you're driving.
Yeah, we'll talk to you in a little while.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye. All right, that'll free up a line at 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. We've got more of Milberger's Gardening South Texas coming up with Dr. Calvin Finch, Mark Peterson, I'm Milton Glueck, and this is 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. 210-308-8867 is our number. Thanks to James for calling in with those good thoughts. We want to hear from you too. In fact, what we'll do is if you want to recommend, talking about Calvin's article on Christmas gifts, if you have a suggestion that you want to recommend too, you call us at 210-308-8867. Do you want to get back to the conversation y'all were talking about?
We were talking about onions, and that's why I went over to make sure what we had. We have red, yellow, and what did I say? Red, yellow, and whites.
Yes, and 8 selections or more.
8 now. well, maybe 7 with a double box full of the 10Y. 10, 15Y.
I think I'm right, Mark. You and I kind of we picked 2, and we picked Red Creole and 1015.
Yeah.
What is the improved 1015?
It says 1015Y, and I think it's a shorter grower. I mean, it's a shorter maturity, but I'm not quite sure on that.
Of course, 1015's always been yellow.
Yeah.
But there used to be one that had a little different name.
Well, there's one that's called Texas Star Improved.
No, that's different.
But it was a white one.
Okay.
So there's Yellow Granix, Candy Apple, Red Creole, this White Superstar one, and then a 1015.
And if you want a little, of course, the 1015 is a pretty classical, mild.
Right.
But if you want a little more onion tang, like the old-fashioned ones, that Red Creole is a great one.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
And then one day when they first came out, it was we were here on Saturday. We mentioned the Red Creole, and then I checked midway through Sunday, and it was pretty much all gone. Maybe a couple.
Well, we had
those left, and I'm like, there we go.
We had a couple of gardeners. It was several years back that complained about they're tired of all those mild onions. They wanted some real onions, and it wouldn't. Of course, I can't remember our wholesaler he dominates the
Dixon Farms.
Yeah, Dixon. They responded very quickly to getting those kinds of newer selections with a little bit of tang to it to meet the needs of the gardeners, and they did very well. Yeah. That product is high quality. The price is very reasonable, and it's on sale here at Milberger's, I think. Yeah.
No, it's $3.49. I know the price.
Yeah.
I know the price by heart.
What do you think it is?
It's
$3.40.
It's not now. It's not.
It's not now?
No, $2.99 per bundle.
Whoa. Okay.
Do you? I was going to say, do you read the paper, Mark?
Yes, I do read the paper. Sometimes I gloss over the prices.
That's okay. All right, 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. By the way, if you're looking for something to do today, there's still time from 11 to 3 today at Milberger's. Their big annual Christmas open house. That's today and tomorrow. Pictures with Santa. Wassail. How's your wassail?
Wassail is excellent.
Okay.
Come in, try the wassail.
Chili, Frito pie, popcorn. Pictures with Santa. And Santa's, it's the real Santa, we were told. Oh, did they get a picture with Parker and Santa? They may have gotten one. Uh-oh, they're going to come show us, I think.
Uh-oh, here comes Parker.
Parker's trouble. Did you get a picture of Parker?
Hey! Excellent.
Hey,
Yeah, that looks great, Parker.
I like the one lying down.
Yeah, I like the one lying down, too. Like he's protecting Santa in case there's trouble. In case one of those elves goes rogue.
Did he get his chili?
Oh, does he?
He got his Fritos.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't need the chili. He got the Fritos.
Oh, okay. I was worried about that, though.
I know, but never.
that wasn't going to be a... I know. No, we're just... Yeah. All right. Well, thank you.
We'll see y'all again.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Christmas.
Happy Thanksgiving. Well, Calvin, you're a little behind on the Thanksgiving thing, unless you mean next year.
Well, they're a season. They're not just one day.
Oh, okay.
Way to go. Yeah, excellent.
Yeah, nice recovery.
Speaking of presents,
Yes.
I found the perfect present when I went in to get my wassail.
Yes.
This one is called The Pad.
Oh,
The Pad.
what's the pad?
No, it's a foam pad that you lay down when you're working in, your onions or other things.
So you've got that soil knife out in your...
And yeah, they can use their soil knife on the pad. This is a foam pad. It looks very good, very durable, and it's for people with a little arthritis in their knees.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Or if they
important.
don't want their, like my slacks, obviously I've been bending down in the soil. If you don't want to get your dirt all over your knees, the pads work good too.
I'm doing laundry today, and that has happened as
No.
well.
Now,
some
you're
of
not-
the jeans are like that.
Now, I guess Milton is not old enough that he has any trouble getting back up when he's down.
Yeah.
Some of us do.
Some of us do.
I got to go full. and
it's-
on a fall fours.
yeah.
And,
Well,
You want to get a foot and a hand underneath,
Yeah.
and then get the other one, and
Yeah.
it's a
yeah,
process.
It is a process.
and I always, it seems like, when I'm getting up, I have to do a little crawling to get to where I can. And without fail,
Yeah.
I look over there and there's a neighbor watching. Can I help you, Calvin? Are you okay?
So we need Christmas presents for Calvin to help him kind of.
Would you have a jack or a crane? Or
I don't know what
No,
you do.
no, no.
I guess I could have my tractor there. With
I was going to say
somebody.
the little Kubota. They make some wonderful small bulldozers, tractors, all kinds of little. You could have like a little bulldozer on the front, and it's a seat. You get it low enough, and then they have it automatic.
There you go.
I have it automatic, and you just lie back in the seat, and it'll gently lift you up.
You have to stay alert and be patient and think about your getting up, because that's one of the real threatening times is when an old person is having to get up.
No,
But
it's
if you're
serious.
careful, you can be okay.
And I do think there are actually books too. You talked about books that are advice for people who want to garden who have physical limitations. How's that?
Well, and then of course
Including age.
You've got a lot of those options where the garden walls are raised beds.
Yeah.
The raised
That's
beds,
a great
which we
idea.
recommend frequently in San Antonio, is just raising it a little bit more.
Yeah. I know you're raising it.
Or you have a broad edge where you can sit on the edge and then turn to use your soil knife.
And those
soil life's great, isn't it?
And those
For
beds
anything
are
you can't do?
also easier to control weeds in.
Oh, yes.
And fertilize, pretty efficient, and even water. They're very efficient.
I'm not going to say you can completely eliminate Bermuda, but those taller beds are helpful in doing that.
That's true.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Yeah, and I think that is one of the solutions that's offered is to raise it so you don't have to get down on the ground. You're actually walking up to it and either standing or sitting in a chair to use it. And we've had people talk, but I don't know what the books are. We'll have to look and see. Maybe if someone remembers, if there's something about that, they can call us at 210-308-8867. Yeah. So.
Well, that would make
what was the
if
name
you
of it?
have a gardener that's getting a little older, and that's not a bad present either to think about.
What's that? The
raised
yeah.
the raised bed, the special bed, just because it contributes to successful gardening, and also makes it easier for a person that has trouble getting up and down. To
gardening is I mean, for people, I've noticed this throughout the years that it's serious business. It is a part of their life. It's not just a hobby. It's not just you want to make sure that you can do it safely and as long as possible. I wish we knew the name of the book, so maybe you can call us if you know the name of the book. 210-308-8867.
Look at that Porter's back there over there. Back there
Where's
trying to
Parker?
get popcorn now.
Parker's getting popcorn?
Parker, yeah.
Oh. Parker is really enjoying the open house. He's taking advantage of everything. We are going to take advantage of this little time here and get you caught up with the news. You give us a call at 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. We have more of Millburgers Gardening South Texas coming up live from the Millburgers Open House here at 1604 on Boulevardy Road on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.
We're back with Milberger's Gardening South Texas, live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery at 1604 in Bulverde Road. Come out to visit or call us at 210-308-8867. That's 210-308-8867. And now back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 930 AM The Answer.
And welcome back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. We're live here at Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery at 1604 on Bulverde Road. It's the big open house. Face painting. We have wassail. You want?
No, thank you.
Yep. Okay. No, we're okay, Calvin. Thanks. We've got. I don't know. We've got the food, popcorn, and pictures with Santa, little red choo-choo rides around Milberger's. Lots of fun. Ooh, I think they got some wassail, too. So come on out today till 3, and then tomorrow from 11 to 3 here at Milberger's. And you bring your kids. See lots of kids out there, lots of families, grandkids, and even great-grandkids, Calvin. And bring your pups. You should bring the dogs and have pictures with Santa. Do you have pictures with Santa and your dogs?
If you bring your dog, I'll bring mine.
No, your dogs are not reactive. My dog is. My dog will bark at Santa. That's bad.
Well played there, Calvin. Well played.
All right, 210-308-8867. So I'm going to see if we can get people to call in with they know the titles of the books that we were talking about a minute ago for gardening as you get older. And I have a question. Let's see if I can find I saved it. Okay, I guess I accidentally deleted it. I was reading a book, and I've never heard us talk about this, so I presume.
Wait a minute, you can read?
Yes, I told you since last year. Okay,
go ahead.
And I think it was talking about forsythia. I don't know if I'm even pronouncing it right.
Yeah.
Am I pronouncing it right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Forsythia, we do it a little bit.
We do forsythia a little bit.
No.
Oh, okay.
We say it a little bit quicker than what you just.
Oh, okay.
Forsythia.
Pashuko.
Yeah.
Or Kashuko.
It's a K. Kuhushko.
So we don't generally grow that here.
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't grow here. They were kind of.
No. The bottom line on that, Calvin's right. We don't grow here.
It doesn't like 95 degrees or 100 degrees or. What do you grow in Michigan, don't you?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, this was.
No, see, it's one of those things. It's an early bloomer.
Okay.
So it's highly prized on that. It's brilliant lemon yellow colors.
Yeah, it looked like they use it for hedges and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Accent. But it looks like it can't get out of control.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then it's not burned back by the weather, but it doesn't. It goes a little dormant during the wintertime.
Oh, I just thought of a good. I don't know if we're being visited or not. I don't know if he has a question or he looks serious. Oh, he's getting his phone out.
It's a pretty plant.
Did you have a question?
Uh-oh.
I do. Let me get my picture.
Get your pictures, and then can we ask it on the air? Will you come on the air with us? Okay, get your pictures. Tell us when you're ready.
All right.
Now,
yes, sir.
I've been talking about the hummingbird migrations,
and
I hadn't seen any for a while, and we had other gardeners that said they hadn't seen many. But I did see one.
Here we go.
I did see one just the other day in the
Show Calvin too.
porterweed.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so they're still around.
Here you go, Calvin. Here's his picture.
So,
all right, you grab the mic and tell us what's going on. You're on the air.
Yes, sir. I have some soil erosion problems.
Oh.
Due to the fact I have, this is a church I don't have. My church has. 2 huge oak trees that have been thinned out, etc. We put different types of grasses down. It has eroded to the point where it's exposing irrigation, and the lawnmowers have come and broken the irrigation.
Oh.
We have 2 spouts on either side of an entrance. The pictures that are there, which are causing some major problems. I was thinking about filling it in, temporary as a fix, putting maybe some ryegrass as a fix, maybe long term putting a riverbed or something else, maybe a French drain. I'm just curious about what you might think.
So
how about the shade tolerant ground covers?
Is that an option? As I say, your sown is probably going to be the best option. It would be lower on our list of priorities because we want some plants involved on that.
Yes.
So, 2 questions. What's the aspect? Is it facing north, south, west, or what?
It is facing south. There's virtually no sun.
And that,
And then the slope is steep, moderate, there's no slope.
30, 40 degree
pretty good slope.
Angle.
Yeah. All right. So, well, our first, Calvin and I's first probably we would have retained the trees and go with a shade tolerant ground cover.
But your soil would be one of the first steps.
And put a good soil down.
Right.
Yes.
And
your idea about the rye would be a good idea. Temporary.
For the winter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that would.
What plants would you recommend for
well, let's
virtually
see
no?
what we could. Now we've got what is surrounding? Is it turf outside the shade area?
It's a long ways to the turf.
Okay. I was just thinking if you could have just one variety, but one of the things that's most attractive about those shade tolerant ground covers is when you do them in kind of layers. Now that
Terraced.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, just the plants, different sized plants.
I've put a needle nose vine in another shaded area, and it's doing real well.
Yeah, and Asian jasmine.
Jasmine will do well.
One Dorfruelia works well.
Okay,
and then you got lots of choices of Lariop.
You got the monkey grass standard, which is about this tall, and then you got the Liriope, which is going to be about this tall,
and lots of 3 different, 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Now there's some other more aggressive type ground covers. One I can't find hardly anywhere. It's called a clover fern. It's not a fern, but it looks like a clover. Looks like clover. Or it's not a true fern. That's really neat, and it's really great. But unfortunately, I can't find it all over. It is a native. I like one called dwarf plumbago.
Yes.
Royal blue, not the regular plumbago. This is a dwarf one. Yeah, about 6 inches tall.
What does it do in the wintertime?
It stays evergreen. Yeah, you just don't have as many flowers.
Now, do you have deer there?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, there's another. Of course, Purple Heart is always an option. A Juga is what Calvin gave me a thought on that when I was asking about deer. Juga is really cool. It's a little about 5 to 6 inch wide little flower on that. It spreads out, nice coverage, and it has a little purple flower on it. It's called bugleweed.
What's the neighborhood that's north of downtown?
King William? North of downtown.
South King. So it's King William and South Down.
There's a bunch of
shaded area there.
Yeah.
Check
you might,
them out.
and they do that layering there.
Yes, I'll go by and check it out for sure.
Yeah, have you got a committee?
I'm assuming. Yeah, I'm assuming. If it's a church, there's always a committee involved.
He's the committee.
I was volunteered because I'm a master gardener.
See, your face is familiar. I was like, dude, you look familiar. So.
Well, that they're kind of some of the master gardener projects that have been most fun in years past have been picking the ground covers for those kind of areas. Now, you're not. That church is not uncommon. That kind of a situation is everywhere with this drought we've had and the heat.
That was kind of the perfect storm. It rained real hard in early spring. Then it came a drought. They found that there were some irrigation problems due to the low erosion problems. They turned off the irrigation for 2 weeks. I came back. It's like, what happened to my plants?
Yeah.
So they have tried various different types of grasses. None have worked. They keep kind of wanting to push that. I don't think that's ever.
Yeah. Because of the shade.
It's like
here.
No matter how. Make that kind of a project. That's
Get some heavy lifters.
You like a master garden? Project.
Yeah. Volunteers. Everybody.
Or and I can just see and I've seen this so many times. I can see at the church. Everybody's coming in there, and there's a table with all the plant options, pictures of the plant options. What do you like best? It's relatively easy. Of course, it takes a lot of administrative.
It's a labor of love.
But people get excited about that kind of a situation.
Yes. Okay. Well, you've given me a lot of good options. I appreciate your time.
All right.
Thanks for coming on the air.
Keep us informed.
Yeah, we'll do.
Because there's going to be more, a lot more of those kind of projects.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on with us.
You have a wonderful day.
All right, 210-308-8867. Yeah, we get that question kind of not specifically, but the shade and the other stuff.
The shade and that heat, the drought. Then the other thing that we kind of underestimate is the age. Our shade plants, our shade trees are getting more mature.
So that's something that Calvin and I have always talked about, is that wonderful tree, that little tiny tree, grows up into a big tree with lots of shade.
Oh.
And your landscape does not age accordingly. So you have to look at it and go, but like Calvin always says, I always try to use it, it's an opportunity. It's not a problem. It's an opportunity.
Oh.
So there's an opportunity for different plant selections on that. And sometimes one of the best ways, having dealt with this as well, it's you have get a consensus, like in the forum or fora there in the front. You get somebody, a lot of people talking about that before they go into the sanctuary. That get a consensus going.
Well, just this discussion we had just made me think of so many of the Master Gardener projects in past years where we did that kind of whole process where here's 10 potential choices of the ground covers that might work, and what do you think of this, and what are you thinking? It gets people excited, and then they want to participate in the planting and taking responsibility for the landscape. So it is kind of an exciting project that really contributes a lot to the organization, whether it's a church or a school or an office building.
Do you think there's an element, too, that it gives everyone a greater sense of ownership, too?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that... What was
so it's not just he did it and...
Yeah.
Oh, no. That's why we always ask, well, there's got to be a committee. And he was funny because he raised his hand.
He said, yes, he is the committee.
Because almost invariably, there's a committee appointed or volunteered. It sounds like he was volunteered.
Yeah, I think he was. He was drafted into the situation. But he did bring up something, and I'll get your all's opinion of it. I can think of good and bad reasons to do this as a Christmas gift. And that is, like he mentioned, he's Master Gardener, and we have the Men's Garden Club. We have GVST. Can you, I guess you have to be accepted. I don't know. Can you purchase a membership into any of those? I know you can't do Master Gardeners.
Men's Garden Club, you can.
Okay, so you give that as a gift?
You don't have to. You can. You don't have to go to a training or anything.
No, yeah. So that and always willing to take the donations.
Okay.
All of our groups.
Yeah, honorary memberships.
Oh, okay.
Are awarded. Master Gardeners, we used to do 5 or 6 a year because somebody got excited about a project and they couldn't
Really
go to the training, but they wanted to donate and they could come and work on the weekends or things, and so that is a good process, and it's a good way to get new membership, and it's a good way to spread out the involvement. So and just to see the smile and the glow in his eyes, you would think it makes you confident that he would successfully lead a project like that.
No, I was just thinking, but okay.
Yeah, it's
All
good.
right. 210-308-8867. I have another thought. I know, two. Two in 2 minutes.
In one day.
What about I'm trying to think of because I was going to ask you. I'll tell you where it started. I saw somebody walking out with a Sinisa, and I thought, oh, that'd be cool. You could kind of trim that up into a Christmas tree if you had one in the yard. And then I thought,
as well as rosemary.
And I thought, I don't know how to do that. So I thought, I wonder if there are classes that teach you how to create topiary type trees, and I was wondering if classes might be a good Christmas gift.
Well, they used to be able to give memberships. Well, like the Men's Garden Club, you could give a membership as a gift. Master Gardeners.
No, I don't think you can. I mean,
well, you actually could get a. Well, we used to be. I don't know if you still could, but you could get a slot for a person and pay the fee if they had the qualifications to.
Okay.
Say some of the counties, when they organized their Master Garden chapter, they didn't have a waiting list like Bexar County had. With 4 times as many people applying as we had opportunities in class. We used to what we used to have? We used to have like 3 classes to 4 classes a year.
Oh, okay. I didn't mean that type of class, but now I see what you're doing. But yeah, that would be good, and you could attend them. I meant to, are there classes on how to create a topiary tree? Are they online, or are they local?
That sounds
are
like
there bonsai classes?
That sounds like a wonderful Master Gardener online class.
Oh,
that they would sponsor and everything like that, and SAWS may that's a special project. We may help fund that a little bit.
Oh, okay.
So those type of things. That sounds like a Master Gardener A&M type of little thing.
Okay, and then you could just say, hey, if you're interested in this, or I'm going to give you the gift of being able to buying.
Well, you could even do like he was talking about a little bit. If you have some leadership within your church, and then you kind of figure out what your structure would be, just the way you described it, and then say, here's what we need if you want, and we'll offer some of the class and in the picking.
Oh, and picking, okay.
Selecting the plants.
That's kind of neat. Okay.
Organizing it, and you wouldn't have to have more than 1 or 2 days of classes.
Yeah, well, a little work day, and that's a lot of times how that works out.
Gosh, and that's a fun opportunity too.
So where do I learn how to make my Sinisa a hedge?
Sorry? How do you make it bloom?
No, a hedge. I know how to make it bloom. It's just got to.
You want to make it to a Christmas tree
or something, because I see them on Bulverde Road, like they have and I guess they just
Yeah, exactly. Now.
Okay. But
no,
I imagine there's a right way to do it.
My hands are coming towards your neck.
I know. It's scary.
I don't want people doing that.
Oh, okay.
I want them to.
There's a right way and a wrong way.
They naturally grow in kind of an oval.
Oh, okay.
So just kind of.
You just have to get one of the organizations interested.
Okay.
So I'm thinking that might be a cool one to do for GVST. And then we just get an example and have myself or somebody, some of my former coworkers that saws like David help. We could shape one and show you how to do it.
Okay, cool. Or,
it may take,
or tell me it's not a good idea, like you just did, and say, okay, if you've got, but here's some ones that are good.
Yeah, you may want to make it kind of a dense, but irregular shaped.
Okay.
Christmas tree. Not a shearing. In other words, don't shear.
No, don't. And shearing is where you just up and down the tree.
You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You want to keep it open a little bit.
Well, I'm driving poor Al crazy.
It's basically the same concept as a butterfly or milkweed growing class too. If you have a topic that attracts a lot of attention and people have interest in, and then you find somebody to teach it.
Yeah, there you go.
And then you get an attendance. Another one that we like, Dream Hill Estates. So Mark did a tree program for us because we had all those live oak trees that the roots had been buried, and of course they've been that way for like 20 years. So there was a question of what was practical and what would work to manage them. But then another one is that we're computer skills for senior citizens, and I mean there's just hundreds of topics.
Okay.
That you can get if you can find a good instructor that'll volunteer to do that. Sometimes they even pay them, but that works quite a bit for volunteer organizations and for neighborhoods and churches.
Okay, I'll keep thinking. All right, let's take a quick break and come back in a moment. 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. More of Milberger's Gardening, South Texas, coming up live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery, 1604 on Boulevardy Road on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. And welcome back to Milberger's Gardening, South Texas. Milton Glueck along with Dr. Calvin Finch and Mark Peterson. And we're here to answer your gardening questions. Call us at 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. What else is going on in the gardening world? How your monarchs doing? Do you see a lot of them? We didn't see a lot last weekend.
No,
I warmed up Sunday and we saw some. But
did you really?
I think we did. We weren't sure.
I haven't seen any since I got back from Oklahoma.
We had one on the Saturday, last week Saturday, two. And Milton and Karen asked me, what kind are those? I went, I don't know. They're bigger than normal, so I'm going to go monarch.
Yeah, that's how
before the front came through.
Yeah.
So we're like.
And I think I mentioned that I saw a hummingbird, which was.
Yeah, you did.
Which was still. So that. Both of those, the monarchs and the hummingbirds, are kind of at the end of their migration stage. But, of course, here in San Antonio, sometimes we have monarchs try to stay all year. And we also have hummingbirds, especially the rufous hummingbirds that hang around all year. Or all winter, at least.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, anyway, sorry, 210-308-8867. I saw another one here fluttering around. If I see him again, I'll point him out.
Well, there was a red admiral here again.
Oh, maybe that's what I saw.
And then, I saw a red admiral at home, too. So that's amazing.
But if you wanted to know about butterflies,
yes,
there are a couple of books that you have listed
there.
That's true.
The caterpillar one, and then... what's the famous book that I can never pronounce, but you can?
Agilski. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. It's a general attracting butterflies to the area or to Texas. No, to the South, I believe.
Yeah.
And that's a good one. Good photos, good information about plants and. The plants that the butterflies require to lay their eggs, monarchs aren't the only ones that are pretty fussy about where they're going to lay their eggs. A lot of the butterflies are. And then they also have a pretty extensive list. That book has an extensive list of the pollen-producing plants that the attract butterflies and meet their needs. So that's a really good book.
Yeah.
I always like to say it's always two sides of a coin. It's the host plants and the pollinating, or the pollen producing plants. So for them.
And then, Mark, if you want to, in the case of monarchs, there's a controversial, one of the milkweeds, the tropical milkweed. Yeah, there's some native plant people think that it just should not be available, even though the monarchs love it to lay their eggs on, and they also love it as a nectar plant.
And I'm not going to say anything, but there's a beautiful orange and yellow plant that's just blooming up a storm here at Milberger's. To your right, to your right, to your right.
Oh yeah.
And
that would be tropical milkweed. So.
But one of those books that we talked about does a good job of kind of exploring that controversial issue. Well, more than one of those books.
Yeah, I was going to say both Wendy's and Monica's books talk about it, and they give alternatives or maybe logical, realistic viewpoints on that. Offer those up, and so maybe I don't have to worry about it so much.
Let's get to Chalmette Bert on the line at 210-308-8867. What's going on, Bert?
Oh, just getting ready to go out and enjoy the yard, but I wanted to say, it's finally a beautiful day, and my arthritis stopped aching.
All right.
James was correct. The name of the company is WORX. I've used their products for about 10 years now.
Oh, that's a chainsaw?
Yeah.
Yes, well, I have one called the Jaws Saw, which it has about a 6-7 inch reach, and it's just like a jaw. It has chainsaws on both sides of it, and you push it around the log, and you pull it back, and it just cuts through the log very fast.
How large logs can you cut?
I think it was 4 inches is the biggest it'll get to there. So it's good size for around the house. I mean, the backyard and the yard in front, and trees and trimming and stuff like that.
Yeah, that 4 inches is a good one, or even 6 inches, because if you get much bigger than that, then it becomes a safety issue. You got to make sure that those things don't fall on you, or they don't break sooner than you expect, and so it's always safest to limit the non-professional tree cutting to 4 inches or 6 inches.
So what I do when I'm trimming the tree is I nibble it. I start about a little bit from the tip to the rear, so I'm not having a big whole log fall on me while I'm on a ladder or something like that.
That makes sense.
And then I wanted to ask. Go ahead, Mark.
I was going to say it's always good to cut on the opposite end of the ladder as opposed to the right side of the ladder, or the nearest to the trunk.
Oh, okay.
I've had a couple of trees that acted stupid on me when I did it professionally, and I got dropped 10, 15 feet, and I threw the chainsaw away. I was just like, I'm not holding on to this. Poof.
Right. No, that is what you're taught on that. If heaven forbid that you lose your rope or lose your balance or something, you're taught to throw the chainsaw away.
And Mark, that is one of the, in terms of insurance claims and injury claims, that is one of the most challenging positions, jobs.
We're right up there with farm workers and the arborists, arbor workers are right up there.
I can replace a chainsaw. I can't replace my limb or something like that.
Yeah.
So I got a question for you. I'm thinking about some yuccas. Is there a native one here? Because there's one part of the yard that just stays dry. It runs off so quick. It's always cracking first. So I'd like to put something there.
There's more than one. Yeah.
There's more than one. Now, the one that's not a true yucca, it's an Esperalo, is red yucca. We call it red yucca. It's not. It's an aloe, actually. but that's one I really like.
It's pretty and easy to grow. Except the deer eat the blooms.
Yeah, the deer. Yeah, unfortunately. Now there is a low yucca. There's one that's called twisted leaf, and the other one that's called soft leaf yucca. And you think about 12 inches tall, 12 to 15 inches. And then you got one of my favorites is rosata yucca. I don't know what its common name is. It's not rosata, but it's yucca rosata is its scientific name. Right. That's the one you see around town, kind of a blue-green, tight, ballish end to it. And I really like that one. That's my favorite one.
Where do you grow that? Do you grow that in it's drier? He's talking about full sun, right?
Full sun, preferably on a slope.
Perfectly. That's perfect because it's slow. As I told y'all, the yard slope, it's about 30 yards from the property line. No, about 40, and then it just drops. And I got a perfect full sun place for that. It's full sun right now.
Well, the red yucca is my choice for that, and it comes in yellow. It comes also in a yellow color.
You were talking about butterflies. The one that I discovered by accident was the frittery. Is that how is that the correct name for it?
Oh, yeah.
Frittery. And then I planted passion flower vines, and they decimated it.
But if you notice, though, they decimate it. They'll eat all that foliage, but like 5 or 6 weeks, it's all completely back again.
Yeah, so they eat the foliage, but not the vine. So, or limited amount of the vine. So, yeah, got all that new leaves coming off that vine.
And it's almost as attractive as a monarch.
Oh yeah, it's very
orange color.
It's a very.
Sorry, Bert.
No, I was just going to ask one last question to Milton. Milton, did you ever check to see if you got my emails and stuff? Because I was finding some more sites. I did my studies all week since I was inside most of the week.
Yeah, I think I was getting them. I can't check today, but send it to me. Send me a howdy tonight, and I'll look for it.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll do this. It's called 20 Forgotten Vegetables That Grow Like Weeds, and it's called Seniors Gardening.
Oh.
Well, yeah, let's send it.
Yeah.
Milton, I'd love to hear about that.
Yeah, you know. And,
I want to know what happened with your moonlight garden, too.
I think
I haven't
like
started.
That book by Monica.
I haven't started it. I haven't started it yet, but like I said, with the weather and stuff, I just waited for the rain to come, but it didn't come last night like it was supposed to.
Yeah, thank you.
To soften out the ground. But that's what I was saying. I think, Doctor, you were saying about how hard the soil gets. You know what? I don't know if I said it last week when Karen was taking your place. But what I do is it's like I used to take 5-gallon buckets and punch about 3 3/4 holes all the way around it, fill it up with water, and water the trees. Well, I just did the same thing, just tested when the soil was very hard and cracked, and you just sit it there overnight, and the whole 5 gallons goes down into it, and then it was so easy to dig.
You know what we did with the kind of a similar project, one of the county parks. This was, 15 years ago, and it had all that traffic, and it just got packed, and we just did wood chips, and I don't remember how deep it was, Mark, but maybe 4 inches deep. And at the end of 1 year, one growing season, that soil was just amazing how it changed, and it's kind of the same effect. The moisture, we had a normal rain year, and the traffic. People were, if they were on the soil, they were on the ground cover, and so they didn't pack it down. But that worked wonders too, just like your water.
It's just, things you just discovered by accident. Sometimes are just amazing.
Very cool.
So, all right, y'all have fun. I'll see y'all.
Hey,
I'll
Bert,
probably call
if you
tomorrow.
there's a book by Monica Merkel that's called what is it?
Mackley.
Beckley, I got it right here. It's Plants with a Purpose.
And
Yeah.
I heard you talking about that earlier. Yes, y'all carry it there?
No, we don't carry it. I have it in my hand here when I take it in from my vehicle to start
Yeah.
the show. But it is 25 ecosystem multitaskers, and that was her point of the article or the book is. So you got plants that look pretty, but they also are medicinal.
You'd like it.
Yeah, medicinal pollinators.
some of them
What about-
controversial.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just looking at one I got set up for today when I come back inside. It's 30 shocking productive plants you must plant in December in Texas.
Huh.
So,
I like that.
Cool. Yeah. Send it my way, and I'll tell you if I get it. And I'll check spam
okay,
box here.
dokie.
Thank you, sir.
Well, y'all have a great rest of your Saturday. And
You too,
Milton,
you
I'll
too.
probably
Thanks, Bob.
I'll probably listen to you on at 4:30. Bye now.
Bye. All right, that's in the Loop show. Thank you, Bert. All right, 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. Yeah, we're talking to Animal Care Services today, talking about their upcoming event that they're going to have, the Howlidays, and some other things, too. So thank you, Bert. All right, we'll take a quick break and come back in a moment. More of Milberger's Gardening South Texas coming up. And Lulu sent us a gadget that we were talking about. I'll show it to you in a minute on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. And welcome back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. 210-308-8867 is our number. We're talking about a wide variety of different things, from plants to gift ideas for the gardener. And this one's cool, Lulu. I just don't see the name of it. We were talking about things that could help you in the garden, and this is
Kind of looks like you could go to sleep on it or something.
It does, actually. It's got the two things on the side. It looks like
The handrails.
Yeah, handrails
so
on both
you
sides.
have a little
and
a little pad that's or a little bench
Yeah.
that's 6 inches above the ground, and then you have these little handrails to help you get up.
Yeah, so if you need to get up from the...
Now,
I
can you
see
raise the bench a bit or not?
I don't know. It looks like you might be able to.
Might be, yeah. So
Lulu needs to call us. I'm sorry, Lulu.
I have seen these in the past, and I didn't know what to call them.
You can use it as a kneeler, according to Lulu, or sit on it. So there we go. Thanks, Lulu. All right, 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. We've been talking about chainsaws a lot. Is this a good time of year to prune?
Yes,
Trees
excellent
and-
time.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, December, January, probably the best months of the year.
Well, and it's always a good time to remove unwanted seedlings.
Oh, okay.
But this gets, as the leaves fall off, this gets easier and easier.
Oh, good point. I got you.
Yeah. I
So
would just-
all those mini stems of unwanted hackberry or mulberry or
Chinaberry.
I almost said an aqua.
Oh, okay. Almost.
Almost.
No, that's cool. I didn't know. What about and then for perennials, do I want to trim them back now if they're dead, or do I want to keep them for nature?
Well, I always recommend, and I think Mark agrees, that you let them, you keep them as long as you can. Now, you don't want it to drive you crazy if they're unattractive, but the longer you can leave them there, the more they benefit the wildlife, the birds especially, because there's seeds lingering, there's insects lingering on there. They can use it for cover, and then you want to take those frozen branches down, or the old dead branches down, in time for the new growth, because it gets to be, it's a pain if you got to try to prune those dead
in
branches
between
out.
the new branches.
No.
Yeah. So you want to do it at the last minute if you can.
And usually, general rule of thumb is last week in February, first week in March, depending on the weather. So, again, if you just can't stand it, then you prune a little earlier. But that's your target date is the end of February.
Okay.
They went to Monarch.
Oh,
Yeah,
was
I know,
that the Monarch?
yeah.
Okay. That's interesting.
Right near the tropical milkweed.
And what was the thing I'm trying to think we could tell Calvin, and I have another question in a second, but remember where you laughed at me, but Karen was very kind, and do you remember what we were talking about where I said I was trying to do something? And
No.
I don't either. Okay. I was hoping you would remember. But yeah, I brought up something, and Mark was like,
was it desert willow? Were we propagating desert willow?
No, it was something else, and I said that, was it maybe it was, and then, or it was the mountain laurel. I think it was propagating something else, and I said that I tried, and you just laughed at me, and Karen was a little more kind.
Well, her background is teacher.
Okay.
Originally, way back when. So.
Oh, okay.
So she always is a little bit more.
So maybe there are
gentle.
no dumb comments.
Yeah.
They're just. The other thing I was going to ask too, and they didn't get into it. I was listening to someone talk about bats, and they were talking about. I don't know if this will make you happy or not, Calvin, but they were talking about planting night blooming flowers to attract night pollinators, and then the bats, I guess, eat the night pollinators. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about 15 times as many species of moths as there is caterpillars, and one of the features of moths is quite a few of them.
They're pollinators.
Operate at night.
Yeah, nocturnal. So.
Yeah.
And bats love moths.
Yeah, so I was wondering what kind of plants for South Texas, because they didn't get into it. Oh, there's the lady with her cat again. She's walking her cat. Maybe she's brought it for pictures with Santa. So what would some good night blooming plants be if you wanted to attract bats?
Well, there's there's a lot of birds. I mean, a lot of plants that bloom during the day, but also bloom at night.
Okay.
Zinnias and petunias and
the pollinators hit those at night too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pentas during the summer, zinnias during the summer.
What about the jasmine and are those good pollinators? I know they smell great. The night blooming jasmine, is that?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. They'll be. You look out your window, you can even see all the moths and everything that'll be attracted to them.
A Confederate jasmine in the spring and early summer.
Okay.
That's another one. Gypsum weed is the one I mentioned, or datura. There's white blooming ones. They will bloom during the evening, particularly. So lots of opportunities.
Okay. And I think the idea was you were helping the bats out by providing a garden where there's food for the pollinators. And I remember what it was that you laughed at.
What?
That Karen did not laugh at, which was I said I was trying to dig up a mountain laurel and get it to root. I dug up the root and stuck it in a pot, which you started laughing at.
So did it die?
Yeah, I think it's finally died. Maybe not. Maybe it'll come back in the spring, but right now it's brown.
They were notorious for being difficult to transplant.
Yeah, I thought I could overcome it.
I think that's why I went into the story about before we learned how to successfully propagate them from the seeds. Mountain laurel's got a bad name because we were trying to transplant them, and it wasn't working.
No, it's a taproot, right? Is that the biggest problem?
In a wild
situation.
Wild situation where they're digging it up. Yeah, they have long, stringy roots, and so you never capture enough roots to make them survive the transplant.
So when should I plant the one? I don't know if we talked about this that I did from seed that I got to sprout.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
It might. I guess it. Well, I was thinking that it's not really sensitive to the cold weather.
To the cold weather, I would, but I would probably just stay in one location or at one stage for a long time, and then develop a nice root system, and then all of a sudden burst into new growth.
Now, you said they didn't like to be moved. Does that mean they don't like to be transplanted?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Well, but they
That's why you plant them when you're ready.
Okay.
yeah, you leave them in your container. Much easier to transplant it from a container to the soil once,
Okay.
And then that's the key there. You don't want to have to keep doing it time and time again.
Maybe I should do it in a biodegradable pot that I can just plant right in the ground. No? Is that too much?
I don't know.
Too much effort?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is.
They talk about that with the little planters. These are smaller than what I use.
Also coffins nowadays, but we won't go there.
Oh, no, let's not go there. But yeah, the little cups, the little peat pots that you get that you bury. Once it sprouts, you bury the whole peat pot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's not the best place to seed a Texas mountain laurel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would
generally
agree.
like at least the 1 gallon, but even bigger. 3. Number 3 or number 1. Hey, Pumpkin. No.
I thought he was talking about me.
I know, and now you're disappointed.
He was elbowing the machine.
All right, just a few minutes left. Anything we want to cover before we wrap up today?
Well, a couple of things. Yes, it is holidays. Always remember that. The gifts, a lot of gifts can be purchased right here at Milburgers. So always remember Milburgers to be put on your list. But it's tree planting time.
In the
always
city.
remember that CPS Energy has a $50 credit on your account, up to 5.
Yeah, per resident.
For trees and
not per home.
Yeah, per home, per resident.
No matter who lived there.
Yeah. And I always suggest go to the website. Now, the website is going to be easier if you just put in CPSE Green Shade Tree Program.
Right, and you Google that.
And Google that, and they'll take you directly to that specific webpage.
No, it's a good idea.
Just learn all about it. But there are certain requirements, certain trees, certain sizes.
And location.
I'm sorry?
Locations.
And location, yeah. So, and then Milburgers has a lot of those trees on the permitted tree list right here.
All right. Oh, and I found the name of the book. It's called Gardening for a Lifetime by, let's see, How to Garden Wiser as You Grow Older. I'm sorry, Calvin. as you grow older by Sidney Edison. So that's one of them. Yeah. And you know what? Tomorrow, too, we'll ask you to call in with your book suggestions. They may be just repeating some of the Calvins, but that's good to give credibility, or it may be that you've got something that, we're not familiar with, so that's good, too. So, all righty, let's see. I'm trying to think. Oh, and don't forget, the Milburgers annual open house weekend is tomorrow, too, from 11 to 3 here at Milburgers at 1604.
Will Santa be here?
What's that?
Will Santa be here?
Santa will be here. Santa will still be here, and it's nice that he's so busy this time of year, but he comes over to Milburgers. That is so great.
It's magic.
It is magic. It's a magic time. So we'll begin to wrap up for today. On behalf of Calvin and Mark, thanks to Al for doing a great job. Thanks to you for coming out and visiting with us. We'll see you tomorrow on Milburgers Gardening, South Texas. I'm Milton Glueck, and this is 9:30 a.m. The Answer.